Austin Dickey, First Lieutenant, Platoon Commander for 3rd Platoon Echo Company, 2nd Battalion, 6th Marines, 26th Marine Expeditionary Unit. So the DSCA mission is basically, it's our support for the civil authorities. We're tasked out to go help those civil authorities who requested our aid. We go in as the military and directly support them, be it with humanitarian relief as in supplies, whether we help set up their infrastructure, transportation issues, if it's required, medical care, and the various things thereof. For the specific one we had, we were basically more just going in and setting up supplies, passing out those, helping out the National Guard on the ground, and then a little bit of debris clearage. So my Marines, we were basically the majority of the manpower, the working parties, if you will. So we started off the operation with a lot of offloading aircraft. I think the total number was 126 aircraft in total. And then following that, we just took all the supplies we got off, mainly pallets of water and MREs, some other box chow provided by FEMA. And we distributed those out at distributions points set up by FEMA and manned by the National Guard. So that's basically what our days look like. We'd have a portion of my force, my Marines, we'd be offloading aircraft at the hangar bay and the airfield, and the other portion would be at the distribution centers themselves, passing those supplies out and helping out the National Guard as they needed it. I would say it helped them out a great deal. Just seeing their smiles, a lot of them were very happy. We got no negative feedback from the civilians. They're all very happy, very supportive of us. I'm very grateful. It was a good feeling to be able to be a part of that. We were able to pass out the supplies. Obviously, a lot of them were a little bit older, so having that ice on hand to cool them off, the water just to pass out those necessary supplies, it was a pretty cool feeling to be able to be that helpful and needed. It was absolutely a successful mission for the Marines. We were able to get on deck, interact with not only the local populace, the National Guard, the Navy. We had some Air Force on hand. It was a good cross-leveling across all the branches, so we were able to work with our sisters and brothers in the other services. But then also the main goal is we were able to go out there and actually help the civilians on the ground. It was pretty cool to see how the Marines got excited and how welcoming the civilians were to us actually being on the ground. It was a pretty neat feeling. Oh, it was a huge, huge experience to actually be doing something real instead of butter, butter, jam, bang, bang, which is great training. You got to do it, but it's nice to know that we are doing something concrete and actually going out there and helping people instead of something that might happen in the future. It's one thing to train for a situation, it's another to actually execute it. I think we were very fortunate to be given this opportunity to be able to go out and help the people we signed up to defend. It was pretty awesome.
Matthew Prest, Corporal 0311. When we went out to Key West, we were responsible for the unloading process of all the supplies that were coming in from all different places. And then we would, at times, bring them out into the town. It felt good. It felt good to see the relief on people's faces. That's probably the biggest part. These people were in need, and we were able to help them out. You know, unloading stuff isn't always that fun, but you know it's for a great cause and it's helping people out. So during the whole time, you know, we all felt good. So they didn't have any running water or electricity, so you know, bringing in water, like clean water for them to drink, it's going to help them out substantially.
John Isaac, Private, 0311. So we were unloading and loading supplies to get onto the mainland of Key West. Did that for a couple of days, and after that we went out in town, you know, see if there was anything we could do to help out and hand out supplies. I think it went great. You know, the people very welcome. They're really happy to see us, like I said before. So it's just good to be able to actually do something and see that from people. actually getting to interact with the people, you know, and seeing that like what we did make a difference, even if it's just like to a few, just seeing their faces showed that like it was all worth it. I do. I really think that they were like I said, glad to see us there. The amount of times people said that they were so happy to see us, you know, it was just great. I'm just glad I was a part of it and something to do, you know, always something new.